Good evening, everybody. November 38 Alpha Kilo Cockpitbuilders.com. Live on Twitch. We're sitting on the ramp in beautiful Baker City in Oregon, and we're going to make our way up to the Canada-US border in probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute flight. It shouldn't be too bad. Hold on to your hats. It's going to be a good flight. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Let's go ahead and get started.
Good afternoon, Eagle County Ground, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. We're at the ramp ready for taxi, runway 25. We'll take the apron, Alpha 3, Alpha, runway 25, hold short, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear to Ottawa, Leicester 2, runway 6 left, 0544, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo. Clear to land, runway 7, KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo.
Good evening, everybody. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see you. Happy Saturday night to each of all of you. We're going up to Glasgow Valley, Colorado. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys are willing to check it out. Sorry, it's Glasgow County Airport. I'm not 100% sure where it is, to be honest with you. It's up by the Canada-US border, just south east of Edmonton a little bit. It's not too bad, about an hour and a half probably flight time. It's not a really long flight. We did stream for 4 hours this morning. Oh, it's in Montana. Thanks very much, Master Chief. It's actually going to be a really nice flight. I'm hoping the scenery is going to be pretty good. I am not using the Unreal Weather Engine today as a test, so my altimeter settings are going to be out to lunch. I'm using Microsoft's real live weather, just simply because I want to test to see if the stream's going to stutter at all. So if it does stutter, let me know and we'll go from there. But we're basically sitting on the ramp right now at Baker City in, I think I said Oregon, and it's actually beautiful out. It's not that cold. 10 degrees Celsius is the temperature according to Flight Sim. Whether or not it legitimately is 10 or not, I'm not 100% sure. The METAR actually says temperature is 10. So it looks to me like it is correct. That's why we don't have snow on the ground, which will be interesting because if the temperature was to drop, are we all of a sudden, poof, going to have snow? I'm really not 100% sure. But anyways, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get the engine started. Really happy to see you guys here. We survived another ATC session this morning, and it actually worked out pretty well. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the VOD. I'm in the process of sending it to YouTube so I can get those both online. My screw-ups yesterday, as well as a semi-successful ATC session this morning. Once again, a big thank you to the guys that flew along with us. It made for a really nice flight. It was awesome. Master Chief, I'm glad to see you again. That means maybe you got a new microphone at lunchtime. So hopefully you're going to be able to join us for the flight. Drones should be with us. We're on 123.0, which is the CTAF for Baker City. And without further ado, we'll get a little push and we'll back up out of here and get ourselves in the air. So let's go ahead and do that. Parking brake is set. And let's go ahead for a straight back push. Props are all the way forward. Fuel is cut off. Seatbelt signs are on. Flaps are up. Parking brake is going to be released here in just 2 seconds. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. All right, he's just hooking the pin up. And, wow, he didn't go under the airplane this time. All right, parking brake is released. Right by the fuel tanks. Hopefully we don't get this silly fuel menu to come up. Hopefully we don't get this silly fuel menu. Should have enough room here to be able to turn. We'll just push back a little bit more. Hopefully there's no buildings behind us. That's probably pretty good right there. Oh, he's pushing us and we're coasting. Alright, parking brake is set. And here we go with number 1 tonight. And here we go. We've got ignition start and 1 rotation. ITT's rising, oil pressure's coming up. Oil pressure light will go out at 40 psi. There she goes. And the prop is spinning through 12.5. In goes the fuel. Watching the ITT, watch it climb. Actually, when the ITT comes up and levels off and starts coming back down, we can disengage the starter. That should happen around 50% N1. Through 44 and watching the ITT. There's 50%. Master caution. That engine goes to high idle. Redneck Lovin' Life subscribing at tier 1. That's 10 months in a row. That's a 10-month streak. Thanks, Redneck. Appreciate it, dude. Good to see ya.
Redneck Lovin' Life tier 1 sub.
Haven't seen you for a while, dude. Really, really good to see ya. That engine is at high idle. Switch over to Gen 1. Gen 1's coming on. We pick up the load. We got the voltage. Everything looks pretty good here. Prop amps are good. We'll turn Gen 1 off. Master caution. And let's go ahead and turn number 2. All right, we've got ignition start and 1 rotation. ITT's rising. Fuel pressure is good. Fuel flow will come in when we put the fuel in, and through 10.5 in goes Gen 1. There's 12.5, in goes the fuel. ITT's climbing nice and steady. No hot starts, no hung starts. That's what we want. Through 38% N1, everything's looking good. Fuel flow is good. There's 50 and starter cutout. That engine is going to stabilize. Both engines to low idle. Switch over to Gen 2. Gen 2's coming on. We share the load with Gen 1. Looks pretty good. Gen 1 off. Gen 2 picks up the entire load. And the battery looks good. Gen 1's going back on. We split the load again. Everything looks good. We'll go back to battery. Voltage looks good on that. Avionics are coming on. Pitot heat, windshield heat, prop heat, fuel heat, all going on. Brake de-ice, we're over 10. I'm going to put it on anyways. We'll turn it off. We probably won't need it, but we'll see what happens. Bleeds and blowers are going on. And auto feather, auto ignition are all going on. 1 notch flaps is coming down. Heading is set up, runway 13 for departure. Winds are variable at 3 knots. I think that's what it said. Variable at 3 knots. So we'll go runway 13. I know it's southerly, but it'll just extend the flight a little bit. I don't want it to be too short of a flight for you guys. Let's go ahead and do the after start checklist. EGPWS test.
Sink rate. Pull up terrain.
TCAS.
Don't sink. Too low. Gear. Glide slope. Minimums. Bank angle. 150. 40. 30. 20. 10. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Appetizer dessert. Good to see ya. And let's just quickly check this. Governor. Governor. Governor kicks in. And feather. Looks pretty good to me. Winds are kind of having a day, and apparently so are your warnings. I think your plane is schizo. Trade your plane out for the one that comes with auto and the blow up captain. Yeah, we love auto, the blow up captain. All right, Before taxi, electrical systems have been checked. Avionics master is on. Interior master switch is on. Master panel and cockpit lights are on. Mic switches are both on normal. Cabin lights are on. Furnishings, coffee pots coming on. No smoking and seatbelt signs are on. ESIS display is set up with the same altimeter on all three. That's good. Exterior lights are on. Overspeed warning has been tested. Environmental systems have been checked and set. Brake de-ice is on. Prop sync is on. TCAS emergency frequency, those have all been set and on, and the EGPWS has been tested as well as TAWS. Flight and engine instruments are all good. We basically got blue over orange, and blue over green. We've got a heading of 221, 221, and 221, and those are all good. Altimeters are all set at 3018, 3018, and 3018, which is what Flight Sim wants them to be set to right now. One notch of flaps has been set, and the flight controls should be free and correct. Yep, flight controls are good. And parking brake, we will check and do a brake check as we go. And we'll do our avionics and radar as we're going. So without further ado, let's head over to Unicom and let's speak with them before we start our taxi. So we're going to basically pull a 180. And we're going to go to that taxiway, hang a left, and cross 26. Coffee pot's on, Solo. Just a couple of minutes too late, dude, but coffee pot is on. Baker City traffic, KingAir November 38 Alpha Kilo. We're going to taxi to runway 13, but we're going to cross runway 08 in the process, Baker City. All right, here we go. Taxi lights coming on, and park brake is off.
Baker City traffic, number 54 Delta Charlie will be taxiing to runway 13. We'll be crossing 26 on route.
Drone, you're going to want to disconnect and reconnect, but that should fix it.
I already did that once.
All right, here we go, folks.
So how's it now?
5 by 5. Not a lot of room here to turn around. Guess I was facing the wrong way. How am I going to get around that guy? Oh well, we'll just have to see if we can go around to the right, I guess. Have to go over this little hump of grass because there was an airplane in the way there. Not a lot of room here for maneuvering. And we should hang a left here. And that looks pretty good on the left and on the right. As we cross this, we'll put the strobes on. Beautiful scenery here. Strobes are going off. My wife needs something. All right. All right, so avionics and radar have been set. Pressurization has been checked and set. Autopilot has been set up. Yaw damper is on. The list is in the chat. It'll come up. Depends. You can do a $5 or a $10 or a $35 or a $50 or a $75. Trim tabs are set. Engine control friction locks have been set. Flaps are checked and set. Overspeed governors have been checked and set. Low pitch stops and the primary governors have been tested and set. Auto feather has been armed and checked. Manual propeller feathering has also been checked. Vacuum and de-ice pressure is looking good. Ice protection equipment is not required. Fuel quantity and flight and engine instruments have all been checked. V1, VR, and V2 are all checked and set. And I guess that's about it. So we get our before takeoff. Baker City traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're crossing runway 17 Baker City. Strobes are on, clear to the left, clear to the right. Strobes are off.
Radio check. Baker City traffic. November 54 Delta Charlie is crossing runway 17.
Your radio check's 5x5. Baker City traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo, position hold runway 13 for departure to the north, Baker City.
Baker City traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is holding short, runway 13.
Props are going to high idle. And fuel is high idle. Brakes are checked. Landing lights are on, strobe lights are on, bleeds and blowers are off, flaps are set, and now the altimeter is updated. It's slightly out. Neoboot this, how are you, sir? Thank you very much for the 245 bits. We appreciate that. 2984. The METAR comes in, it's just always late. For some reason with 2020 weather, it's always about an hour behind every other weather service. It's unbelievable. All right, that's good and set. Here we go. Baker City traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're rolling runway 13 with a left-hand pattern departure to the north, Baker City. All right, engines come up. Engines are stable, brakes are released. Takeoff power is set. We've got 2 good engines, governors kicked in. Fuel flow's looking good. Speed tape is alive and on both sides. That's checked.
Charlie will be lining up runway 36, 13.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That didn't work. There's a 28 knot wind coming from Microsoft Flight Simulator as a tailwind that I was not watching. Whew. I should have noticed that. I caught it. I don't know how I caught it, but I caught it. Props back to 1600.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Good God. Watch that takeoff roll. This aircraft is not designed for a 28 knot tailwind for takeoff. There's the proof in the pudding right there. Simcon 737, how's it going?
November 805 uniform lineup, white 13.
All right, bring that back. Yeah, the wind shear came right off those mountains. That was crazy. Left-hand traffic. Baker City, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're in the left-hand turn, or left traffic, Baker City. All right, so bleeds and blowers are back on. Auto feather, auto ignition is off. Landing lights are off. Flaps are coming up. I'm doing okay, thanks.
2,500.
Traffic.
10 degrees up.
Clear. Accomplished.
Wow, that was crazy. Baker City traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're direct Hotel Lima November. Last call over to 123.45 Baker City. Mr. Plegic Gamer, good to see you. Thank you very much for the follow, sir. We're in the climb to flight level 230. All right, the ice protection can go off on the props and on the fuel for now. Brake de-ice can go off. Coming up on 10,000. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look who's coming in with a raid. Aussie in space after like a 7-hour marathon on Airstream. A 7-hour on Airstream, Mr. Aussie in space coming in with the raid. Thank you very much, Oz. Good to see you. Awesome to see you're a wonderful person. Yep, you guys are taking your turn now. Thank you very much for the raid, guys. We're just in the climb out of Baker City on our way to Glasgow Municipal in Montana. Really good to see you guys. Thank you very much and welcome. Just happy to return the favor. Ozzy, you don't have to do that. I think I owe you a couple already, but we really appreciate it. Really good to see you. I can't believe you did that marathon stream. That had to be like 6.5 hours, maybe even 7 hours. I couldn't believe it. You were just giving her. Making lots of money for the Oz Air Company. Well done. Definitely an interesting endeavor that is that you've got going on there. And not even done for the day. You're going to do some more? Holy cow, you guys are crazy. You got to take a break and eat at some point. Close to 7 was going to go more, but just got to eat. Yeah, isn't that the truth? It sucks, man. You got to take a break for bodily breaks. Really good to see you, though, man. Welcome to your viewers. Flask HD. Thank you very much. Acrane 116, Dodge Pile. And Ozwolf, good to see you. Absolutely awesome, you guys. Thanks very much for being here. We just took off with a nasty 28 knot tailwind. I wasn't paying attention. Microsoft Flight Sim's weather engine is not good, but we're actually running it just to do a test because we were getting some stutters. And I think it was coming from the Unreal Weather Engine plugin. So we're going to run this for a couple of days as much as I hate it. And we're going to see if that's going to make a difference. Going through the cloud, anti-ice is coming on. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. Get over if you guys aren't familiar with Ozzy in Space. Please, can we have a shout out for Ozzy? Oh, you already did it. Let's have another one. Ozzy in Space is absolutely incredible, guys. Give him a follow. Check him out. He's really good at the on-air. Mesnick42 coming in with a party of 4 now. Mesnick, thank you very much for the wonderful raid. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much, Mesnick. Good to see you. A salute to you as well, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to your viewers. Welcome to everybody. Oz in Space and Mesnack42, you guys are awesome. Through 18,000, we're switching to standard on both sides. Anti-ice is off as we're going out of the cloud now. Props can come up a little bit more to 1,600. Torque is a little low. We can bring the torque up. Continuing to climb. We're just coming up on 21,000. Flight level 210. We're going to pick 230 as our final cruise tonight. Looks like we got a bit of a tailwind. That's going to help things. Whoa, a little bit of bounce there. Seatbelt signs can go off for now. .321 over the ground, guys. 209 indicated and climbing. Little bouncy. May have to turn those seatbelt signs back on, actually. LNAV is engaged. 234 miles to HLN. Yep, she's a little bouncy. We'll leave the seatbelt signs on. Oh, Mesnick, yes it is. Check this out. Wraparound screen with 3 projectors. It's pretty slick. It's good to see you too, man. Been a while. We did that over Christmas. Ahoy, Ghoul. How's it going? Not a very long flight, guys. 465 miles to go. About an hour and 15 minutes, I guess. It's going to be maybe even less with the 75 knot tail crosswind. Wraparound coffee maker is on for sure. Yeah, Mesnick, thanks, man. It's definitely pretty awesome. Thanks, Noswolf. Yeah, it's a pretty good setup. It's not too bad, actually. Well, I guess it's been that long because, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was Christmas that I did the wraparound displays. Definitely a little bit of bumpiness. We've got turbulence going on here. Engine torque is good. Have we ever flown over Atlantis? Yeah, we did when I was between Russia and Alaska, and Replicate Gaming put us into the Bering Sea. We were looking for Atlantis. We didn't find it though. Yeah, big thumbs up, exactly. Guys, don't forget, if you miss any of the videos, I upload them to YouTube, youtube.com/cockpitbuilders. Feel free to go hit the like and subscribe button and the little bell for notifications. I'm in the process of doing the last ATC sessions, uploading those live from the POSCON network. Beginning to do our ATC journey. And I don't know, we had 4 or 5 aircraft yesterday and 4 or 5, 6 maybe today. Was pretty good. I'm just getting my feet wet with it. It's not going too bad, actually. Enjoying it. This turbulence is going to make us sick if we're not careful. We're going to ride the tops of these clouds for a little bit by the looks of things. I don't think the weather's that beautiful. Yeah, I think you're right, Ghoul. It's very bouncy tonight. 75 knots on the tail. 370 knot ground speed. Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen it that high before. Not in 2020 anyways. Definitely in P3D we were running that. Just a nice little short flight tonight. We'll do a longer one tomorrow night, a little bit longer. We start a little earlier. We'll do another flight tomorrow night. We'll be leaving Glasgow and we'll head further east. My plan is to make it back east. Go back to the East Coast, that's my plan. See if we can get into some JFK or Boston territory. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Oop. That didn't work. Uh-oh. That's never a good thing when the turbulence knocks out your displays like that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. She is bumpy as nuts. Airplane is really getting the turbulence now, folks. I'm gonna put the anti-ice back on here. And we put the prop heat, fuel heat all back on. A little concerned if she gets bouncing around too much. Yeah, Master Chief, I kind of agree with you there, but the winds have calmed down a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Wolf, that's exactly what I was thinking. What would we do with all that ice? Yeah, Mesnick, well, if you know me, dude, the fasten parachute light is always on. As Commando Solo always says, welcome to the flight. Here's your parachute. Sit down and have enjoy your ride. Yeah, exactly. There it is right there. We might have to climb a little bit here to get out of this. I'm beginning to believe the aviation consultants were all 172 pilots with no instrument ratings. Yeah, I kind of was wondering that myself. Looks like she might be starting to settle down here. I don't know. What's our distance here? We've got 418 to go. Let's try going up to 250. See if the airplane will climb up to 250. You could go for a mojito only because it's the weekend. I like the sound of that. I got beer right now. Let's keep going. 270. Cloud tops are a little high for us. Alright, anti-ice can go off now. Let's see if that's going to be a little better. 1,000 to go. Got an 80 knot wind now. Whoo, nearly. Just about enough to make you sick. Yeah, exactly, Ghoul. Definitely no stunt plane. This is definitely, there's a sign right here. No aerobatic maneuvers, including spins, are approved in this airplane. It is definitely wild. Don't normally fly in this kind of turbulence. I don't know if the rest of the guys are fighting this or what. I feel like I should be sitting here going like this. That's what I feel like I should be doing. Huh. Awesome. Well, it's right, Master Chief. I'm right in it. The poor passengers are going to be sick by the time we get there. I probably should have descended, I guess, down below all this shit. Icing from 16,000 to 210.
I don't have all the bumps you have.
Yeah, which is interesting because Master Chief is saying that there's actually an airmet that calls for moderate turbulence from flight level 180 to 410, so apparently that's actually accurate.
I have a lot of higher tailwind than you do. I got 124 knots.
Yeah, well, Microsoft Flight Simulator weather sucks to begin with. Yeah, moderate to light, but this is excessive turbulence, this is. All right, Mesnick.
Yeah, I get a few bounces, but not to like what you're getting.
Take care, buddy. We've discussed this before, Drone. We know that this is the way that Microsoft handles weather, and they believe it to be the most incredible weather engine they've ever developed.
I know.
Again, the only reason I'm using it and not Unreal Weather is because I'm trying to see if this is going to do any stutters like it did before. I'd be very interested to see what the weather radar would look like with this right now. Take care, Mesnick. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Yeah, don't be a stranger. So far, so good, folks. Making our way out of Baker City. And we're heading for Glasgow. Glasgow, Montana. Glasgow Valley Airport. Ah, yes, the power trim wheel. Cool, because I'm on the autopilot, so the autopilot is commanding it to spin. With all this turbulence, the trim is kind of going crazy. Oh, I got strobes off to my left. That's got to be Master Chief.
No, that'd be me.
Oh. That's drone going by us, is zipping along.
I got 391 knot ground speed.
Wow, that's kind of nice. So you're 30 knots minimum ahead of me. So I'm starting to, Scotty, with the turbulence here. Oh, you're behind and slowly falling behind. 337 knots ground speed. So you're 30 knots slower than me. So drone's 30 knots faster than me, and you're 30 knots slower than me. Which means 60 knots difference between you and him. Everything looks good. The engines are good. Fuel flow is good. Torque is good. Prop RPM is good. Fuel quantity is good. Fuel flows are good. Active sky is giving you 128 knot crosswind and a 50 knot tailwind. Yeah, this is basically, I mean, I can't tell what portion of it is cross and what portion is tail. It mostly looks like an 88 knot crosswind, but slightly from my 4 o'clock, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure he was. That, I guess that turbulence goes right across. So we got quite the lag here between the heading and our track and our actual course. Our course is like 038, but our track is like 52, 052. Are you solo? Maybe it'll bring you some snow, man. Wouldn't you like a little bit of snow? Your wind is 27 degrees to the left, so that's 35, that's 40, so that's 2, and that would be another 1, so I'm 10, right? So that'd be 40, that's 50, yeah, I'm about 10 degrees. My wind correction is 10 degrees left. Maybe 11 degrees.
Yeah, mine's about the same, 11, 12 degrees.
Definitely in the damn soup again, guys. Definitely in the damn soup again. And that's at 27,500 feet almost. The bouncing around is keeping our altitude a little higher than it should be. We're trying to maintain 270 here, but it's crazy. Oh, really, Solo? Would have been interesting to see, but it's bad when the oranges freeze. Bad for the economy. Progress page shows 336 miles, guys. Well, that's not going to be good. Let's have a look at this chart going in here. The RNAV runway 12. And when I look at it, what are our altitudes? So 5,000 at Achi. I don't know why it's doing that. That's bizarre. Let's definitely put those in there. 4,000 at CTAD. $28.60 at Gossi. Still not going to do that. So at GGW to Achi. What is that distance? Looks like 5,000 feet to Achi. Gives us 246 miles to top a descent. That makes about right sense. Put this in plan mode. I'll switch over and let you guys see that. We'll zoom down in. So we go out to GGW. That is correct. Out Achi, back into CTAD to Gossi with a procedure turn at Achi. ATCHY. Let's put in a fix. And according to the fix at Achi, we want to enter on the 303. Go Nukes? No, I'm not. I started my pilot's license a long time ago, but it didn't work so well. Flight school took my money and then went bankrupt. 303, let's say 5 miles. No, that's a hold actually. Let's do the hold actually instead. We want to do actually right-hand turns, inbound the 303, 1.5 minute legs. Actually, the leg distance. So this is 11.4 DME. So if that's 11, it'll be, speed will be, let's say 200 at 5,000 feet. There, that should work now. Let's see what that shows. Oh, it's on the wrong side. I wanted it to be in the other side. Let's try that again. Back to the hold. 123, maybe that'll fix it. Let's see if that updates. I don't think it will. And it's on the other side, actually. That looks a little better, except the circle is on the wrong side. So this will bring us around to the right, but we kind of wanted Achi to be on the other side. So that brings us in on the 123. That's why I put it in on the 303. Ah, that looks better. There we go, folks. That looks a lot better. That looks like the chart now. Although it just changed again. Oh, it's all good, got nukes. That was many years ago. HLN GGY hold at Achi, and then when we exit the hold, we're going to CTAD, which is exactly what I want to have happen. Although now the loop doesn't look quite right. I had it looking right. See if this will fix it. Yeah, it does not. Now we're between two cloud layers by the looks of things. I have an entry here as a T, which is a teardrop entry, and I don't necessarily want that. But I don't know how to change that. I don't know what the code is. 278 to Atchee. 198 miles to top of descent. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, guys. November 30th, Alpha Kilo, Cockpitbuilders.com. Good to see us. Happy Saturday evening. Teardrop entry. It looks like a raindrop, basically. It's pointing at the bottom and bubbled at the top. Don't really know. They call it a teardrop. Picture going straight, making a right-hand turn and coming back into the same point that you went straight over. It's considered a teardrop entry. The FMC wants to do a teardrop entry, and that's kind of why the shape is all fucked up on the PFD, because it's not at all what it's supposed to look like. I was able to get it to look like what I wanted it, and then it screwed it up. See, right there, that's exactly what I want it to look like. That white. So what you see in the white there is exactly what I want it to look like. That's bringing in on the 123 and making right-hand turns, but it's actually a left-hand turn, and I don't think it's going to stay that way. We'll have to see what happens. When it updates there, I'll see what happens. There. It looks right on the drawing. What you guys are seeing on the PFD now looks like what it's supposed to look like. I don't actually know if it's going to stay that way, but that is what it's actually supposed to look like. I finally got it to look right. Wow, everybody please put your hands together and welcome a very good friend of mine. Thank you very, very much, and put your hands together and welcome the Mr. Digital Engineer, folks. Welcome, 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 Joe. Thanks very much for dropping by. Welcome to all your viewers. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hilario X, good to see you. Ricky Bobby, thank you very much. Digital Engineer, big salute to you, sir. C. Patel, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. We cannot pick on Digital Engineer's mods. That would be bad. They're all wonderful people. What's going on, guys? Max Relaxa. How's it going? Mr. Smooth Virus, good to see ya. J-Law1, King Air for life. You got that right, sir. How's it going, guys? Thanks for the follow. Very much thank you for the follow. Pyrex Lotus. They are 2020 clouds, but the problem is I'm between two cloud layers and the turbulence is supposed to be moderate to light, and it's like make you sick in the face. Make you sick in the face. Rusty Myers, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks very much, Joe, for the raid. Welcome, guys. Let's have a big shout out for Mr. Digital Engineer. If you do not follow Joe, and it's not a fist bump, it's a fist smash. Smashing on the table, Mr. Face, finger, hand smash, bum smash. I don't know what it was, dude. You called it. You called it earlier. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, see, Patel, it's totally 2020. Captain A-Dog, how's it going? Yes, that one, Digital Engineer. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. Really good to see all you guys. Thanks very much for being here. 3 raids tonight. We can't get wrong with that. You guys are all awesome. We're not that far from top of descent, about 170 miles. Progress page shows 261 to the airport. Really good to see you. Yes, Captain E-Dog. I was reading it and I screwed up. I'm trying to read the chat on a little cell phone. It's not that easy. But really good to see you guys. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. We're crossing HLN, going direct GGW now. Russ Myers, 93, thank you very much for the follow. Good to see you. Having a few beers and chilling. Having a few beers and chilling. All right, engines are good. Torque's a little high. We'll bring that torque back a little bit. 239 knots indicated, 362 over the ground with the wonderful 76 knot crosswind. Smooth Virus, you got only one beer left. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a glass half full or a glass half empty thing. But if you're excited that you still have one, great. But if you're sad that you've only got one left, I'm sorry. AWAXY2, thanks very much for the nice words. It is a little crazy. C. Patel, it's a real airplane. Was Beechcraft Model 99. I rescued it and brought it here and converted it into KingAir 350i. Yeah, well, Beechcraft actually built it, but then I stripped it and interfaced everything and got her working 100%. You guys can see, here's the outside shell. So I got full, about 200 degrees wraparound screen. Captain E-Dog, let me tell you, I was born in 73, but I forgot how old you are. Well, you're 3 years older than me, sir, and the airplane was 1974, so the airplane is 1 year younger than you are. Serial number U158. AWACSy, we're using Flight Sim 2020. Yeah, Smooth Virus, I've thought about it for a world flight, but it's not quite fast enough to keep up with the other teams. But I've also thought about switching it up and changing the throttle quadrant out at will and turn it into a beach premier, a premier jet, because then I would be able to keep up with everybody. C. Patel, I had LCDs and I went to projectors. I went back to projectors. Originally I didn't think I had the space. You don't quite get the clarity as you do with LCDs, but you get a lot more peripheral vision and a lot more motion. The room I'm in is only 8 feet wide, so if I go with LCDs, I can really only get 3 of them in here, and 40-inch screens are the biggest I can get. Well, with the projectors, I can get full wraparound screen, and if I want, I can have up to 16 projectors if I wanted. The CDU has a LCD in it. Yeah, so Smooth Virus, I go across every year. We fly across from Newfoundland to Greenland to Iceland, Greenland to Iceland into Scotland usually. And we send the plane back on a boat coming back because fighting the west to east wind sucks. I did try going across via Russia, but somebody donated too much money and put me into the Bering Sea and killed me. So I'm LCDs for the front screens and an LCD for the CDU. I'm actually flying on the POSCON network right now, Waxy. Yep, Rusty Mayers, all I do is I upload the Twitch VODs to YouTube for now. I will be creating some YouTube-only content eventually soon, I hope. But the deal is the commercials are a little less on YouTube, so if you want to watch some of the VODs, they're all there. No, C. Patel, no touchscreens. Just monitors. I've got a real FMC down here. Here, I'll give you the wide view, and then you can actually see it's there. I've got 2 CDUs, and I have a printer down here. I asked my wife, 47, so the plane is 46 years old. Got crazy over Siberia? Yeah, it was bad. So I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll try and stay out of the way. So the CDU has a monitor in it. It is not touchscreen. It's a legitimate metal FMC. And then I have a separate FMC beside it that I actually use as a keyboard if I need it. And then we've got the ACARS printer in here that prints the failures, donations, METARs, subscriptions, all that stuff. No, I actually wrote well, it's custom, I guess. If you think about it, I wrote it myself. There you go. Commando Solo just typed the METAR, and out it comes on the printer. KGGW, today is the 7th at 0053 Zulu. Winds are 090 at 10 knots, 10 miles visibility, overcast, 5,500. Temperature minus 18, dew point minus 26. Oh, Master Caution. $10 from Replica Gaming. Thank you very much for the donation, sir. We lost the captain side, or the first officer side PFD. It's gone. It's gone. My wife just messaged me. Hang on one sec. I never talk on my phone unless it's my wife. She may require my assistance for a second, which I don't want to have to do, but it is what it is. My wife puts up with everything I do, and I always do what she needs me to do, so I may have to slip away for a second. Thank you very much for the follow, Smooth Virus. Appreciate that. $10 from Replica Gaming. Yeah, it's a little receipt printer, and it does what it needs to do. We lost the first officer display, PFD, so we don't want to see that happen. But thank you very much for the support, Replica Gaming. That $10 goes right back into the sim, and we appreciate it. So's $10 from Replica Gaming on the receipt printer. Thank you very much for the donation. Replica Gaming too, thank you so much. Yeah, Captain E-Dog, that's the way it is, but I will tell you this, that my wife is the most incredible lady I ever met. And if she needs me for 2 minutes, I will be there in a heartbeat, no matter what. I will drop everything and go and hang out with her. Behind the scenes setup videos. So Russ Myers, we used to have them on Twitch, but they only keep the VODs for so long. And unfortunately, that was before I had the YouTube channel to send them to. So we're now uploading the VODs to YouTube so they can never go away. They'll be there for life. Maxa Relaxa. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, Replica Gaming, yes, she would kick my ass. She's a wonderful lady, but I do absolutely everything I can to keep her happy because I am like spoiled. She literally spoils me. She treats me better than I think anybody in the world could ever treat their husband. So I do my best to keep her happy, and sometimes I fail and get myself in some shit. But for the most part, I couldn't be happier. She's incredible. Oh, good for you, E-Dog. That's great. My wife and I have been together since probably 2009, I guess, but we got married in 2011. She's my best friend. I just love her to death. Bouncing around in the turbulence, guys. Top of descent 108 miles. Progress page shows 200 to go. I really haven't looked C Patel in a long time, but I would say between 30 on average probably, and in, you know, clear skies, small airport in the middle of anywhere, upwards of 60 without a problem, maybe even higher. It's hard to say. I haven't actually checked. I haven't checked in a very long time, actually. Nope. C Patel, I'm running a 2070 Super on an i7 8700K. Overclocked to 5 gig. But you have to remember that's running the 3 projectors and 2 rear monitors. I'm also streaming on that machine as well, and all the applications that it requires to run the sim. But you have to understand that these 3 screens in front of me are running on another separate computer, and the flight management computer between the seats, that runs on a computer all by itself. So those are running on other computers altogether. What made me choose the KingAir, Rusty Mayer? It's probably, Russ Myers, it's probably because I had access to the Beech 99 cockpit. And I was like, whoa, what do I want to build? And I didn't want to build a piston twin engine. I wanted a turbine. And I love the Proline 21 setup. So I knew I could replicate that as close as I could without writing too much software. So I picked that, and the KingAir 350i is what I decided on, and it's awesome. I love this airplane. I can fly high with the tube liners, like right now I'm at 27,000 feet. Or I can fly low and slow at 3,000-4,000 feet and go with a bunch of GA friends. Well, a simulator like this is never finished. It's never finished. There's always stuff to do. So I want to remake a couple of my panels. I've got a CNC machine now. I want to remake some of my panels and continue working on it to make it more realistic. Absolutely, Eli 4CP. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the amazing guys at Fly Lease NG. The Immersive Display Pro and Calibration Pro software is absolutely outstanding. For 480 euros, guys, it's cheap. You can get yourself set up with the ultimate license that gets you the Calibration Pro and Immersive Display Pro, and it'll let you run up to 16 projectors. their support is second to none. These guys are absolutely amazing. Trinity I, good to see ya. Well, nice to meet you, Russ. Captain Martinez, how are you, sir? Welcome to the channel. Good to see ya. Guys, we're just sort of between two layers of clouds here. I can't go much higher. The turbulence sucks. I'm leaving the seatbelt signs on for now. We're just about 80 miles from top of descent. And we're going into Glasgow. Yeah, I don't have the height in the building I'm in to be able to do the motion platform. Plus, that adds about another $50,000 US to the project. And let's be realistic, to have a $100,000 toy is probably not something that's in my financial budget. The coffee pot is 100% on Trinity High. I don't think that my wife would be very happy with me if I basically spent $100,000 on a toy. This is my fourth simulator I built in over 20 years, and I've got about $40,000 US into this as it sits right now, and but that's over the course of 20 years. But to just go dump 50 grand on a motion platform, my wife would ask me, are you high? Well, Russ, thank you very much. I'm really glad that you found it as well. Good to see you. There are worse things that you could blow 100 grand on, absolutely. You'd love some, Quirt? Let me make a fresh pot for you, dude. Quirt, you deserve a fresh pot, okay? I know, it sounds like I'm having a piss, doesn't it? Look, he says. Appreciate you guys coming by. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Exactly, Scotty, that's 100%. Yeah, so Smooth Virus, it took me about 20 minutes to convert it over to 2020 from P3D. And after that was done, I've had to do some coding changes and some investigations. And obviously the airplane flies like garbage in 2020. But I've done a lot of programming and coding and adjustments to the config files to get the airplane to at least fly. Does it fly 100% realistic like? No, not yet. Until Sobo unlocks more of the SDK and lets us access some more things and doesn't lock us out of shit, I don't think it's possible to achieve a really good flight model at this point. Which is why people like PMDG and A2A haven't released anything for 2020 yet, is because Asobo is just holding onto their cards too tight, and it's for no reason. Everybody knows that the other third-party developers are going to do way better job on airplanes than they do, but for some reason they keep pushing it. See, Patel, you know what? I guess the other question would be, do I have a facility to put it in? Is my mortgage paid off? Do I have any other financial responsibilities at this time? Too many questions that would need asking before I could do that. But as of right now, no, I would not spend 50K on that. Yeah, there's a big problem with the way Asobo's handling that stuff. They're being too hushy, cozy with some of those things, and I really don't know why. Yeah, so Captain E-Dog, the problem is VR is useless to me. Augmented reality would work if I could, say, put green screens on all the windows so that I could use the VR, and whenever I look out a window, I would see the outside world, but when I look down at my stuff, I would see it as it is. That would be cool. But to go full VR, no, it makes no sense for me with my setup. This is reality. Why go virtual reality when you can have the real reality? Exactly, Smooth Virus. I don't know why they're so hushy-hushy on it. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Your wife would be mad, Captain E-Dog, definitely. Oh, 100% the issues, the sim wasn't ready. 100% it wasn't ready. Yeah, that is definitely VR with the big glasses. Like I said, why have virtual reality when you can have reality? We're 121 miles to KGGW, guys. Thanks very much for joining us. November 38 Alpha Kilo. Cockpitbuilders.com. Join us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/cockpitbuilders. Catch up with us on Twitter at Cockpitbuilders. Instagram, CB_Cockpitbuilders. You can catch us on Twitch at Cockpitbuilders.
In 50 miles.
Or you can pick us up at Cockpitbuilders.com. I'm guessing, Smooth Virus, you like to fly the longitude. Oh, it's still, Russ, you're 100% right. It's still very early days on the sim. It'll hopefully get better. Oh, I would love a holodeck, dude. 100% I would love a holodeck. Oh, a BizJet aficionado. Well done. That's pretty good. Yeah, Armchair Aviator, I don't blame you for that either. It's definitely got its issues. You're flying the longitude around the world? Good for you. Yeah, well, see, Patel, that's the other problem, right? They don't, and the problem is, they just don't want people sharing the airplanes around, which I get it, but damn. Just unlock the stuff, exactly, so we can look at the config files and make our changes to some of that stuff. Yeah, Track IR is wonderful. I love Track IR, and to be honest with you, I mean, it doesn't have an application where I am because I'm already seeing all the way around. If I want to see, I just turn my head. But I do use my Track IR for things, and I believe if you have a desktop setup with one monitor, your best bet is to have a Track IR. That's right. That's the only thing I disagree with it, is you guys are locking me out of making changes or configuring an airplane that I paid for. They will unlock them, but it'll be like a couple years down the road. They are hot garbage, Solo. Most of the sim, the flight game, is hot garbage. Well, Kyle, I partially agree with you. I would say the majority of people are not going to do it, but they're not concerned about the majority. You know, every time you think you've solved the problem of the dumbass, along comes another dumbass, right? Is it sensitive, Replica? I didn't know if it was sensitive or not. I wonder if you can turn that down in the Track IR software. Yes, there are definitely so many obvious problems with 2020, but they're talking about this next big release, and I don't know what the deal is, or how long it's going to take before it comes out, or what they're going to break when they release it. The biggest problem I have is they force the updates on you. I don't know what angry man came up with that idea. Oh, when there's an update, we're going to make everybody do it, and if it breaks everybody's system, who cares? Deadeye 313, thank you very much for the follow. Good to see ya. Scenery Barn Arcade. Oh shit, that's funny. I don't like the Pro Clip. I just use the reflector on my hat. That's the way I do it. Mr. Member, thank you very much for the follow. Good to see ya. Yeah, I love it. And of course Microsoft says, well, we're never going to break it, so there's no reason not to update. Yeah, right. And they'll tell you it's for your own user protection. I'm waiting for the day when they get tired of it and just lease the outside world of it back to Lockheed Martin and give us a new version of P3D. That would be awesome. Let the guys that know what they're doing with it actually have at it. Quirt, the live weather's garbage, dude. It's an hour late and does not give a good representation of what's actually out there. Same idea. They leased the ESP for the gaming section, and Lockheed Martin got the STEM research guys, and it was wonderful. Yeah, it was ESP is what it's called. FSX ran on the ESP engine. They rebranded it ESP and leased it out to Lockheed and Dovetail. You defected to X-Plane? Do you know how many years it would take me to reprogram this entire cockpit to work at X-Plane? No thanks. I'm gonna agree to disagree, Armchair Aviator. I am a different case, yes. But I'm gonna agree to disagree because P3D was, for what it was, very good, and I did have FSX, and if you look at P3D version 5 and what they had compared to FSX, it was two totally different sims. Not long at all, drone? Yeah, it didn't take long at all. Yeah, I have AC. It's running right now. For 100%, it's running right now. So there's an air conditioner in the back, and it just keeps things around 75 degrees. If I didn't have the air conditioning on, it'd be over 80 degrees in here. Yeah, right, Solo. Doesn't quite work that way, but I have a heating unit and an air conditioning unit in here. Oh, wow, that's it, Armchair? That sucks. Oh, I'm bowing to you, Taskfleur. Good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well.
Traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is 15 miles from KGGW.
Wow. So that means 60, 55. I'm 55 miles out from drone. That's funny, Taskfleur. Yeah. You fly almost exclusively GA and then the 7.3. so sex plane is the should go to, especially with the ortho. C. Patel, the yoke and rudder pedals. The yoke and rudder pedals are my favorite because they they are the real things. Same as the throttle quadrant, but I don't have the pressures right on the levers. I've still got work to do there. I'm most proud of my autopilot. My autopilot. I'm very proud of my autopilot panel, excuse me. My landing gear handle is the real landing gear handle out of the Beach 99. You have to pull it out and drop it, and because it's the real one, it's got that really good clunk, spring-loaded feeling to it. And then the light comes on and everything like it's supposed to. The Zebo is the 737 freebie. Guy on my stream is like, do I hear another stream? Yeah, sorry, Replica. You've been caught. Large guy, is this what the pinnacle of flight sim looks like? I mean, maybe. There are guys with the motion platforms and everything, but they just took something they bought at a store and put it on top of their motion platform. I call it plastic fantastic. I mean, sure, you want to spend a couple $100,000 and put a plastic 737 fake one on top of a motion platform, but the pinnacle of aviation is what, of sim is what SimFest UK is doing. They're replacing their 747 with a 100% real 747. That would be the absolute pinnacle of flight simulation right there. No, I'm not using the cables. The linkages are still there in the floor and in behind the dash for the yokes, but the cables are gone. No, I tension using springs. I know you don't care, but it is very funny. I just learned I had a friend who, by the name of Fester, and if you go to the geekforge.com, you can see some examples of his code. I spent an afternoon with him and he showed me some things, and then at that point I set me free and away I went and started coding it on my own. Once you do it a few times, you really get the hang of it. It's not that bad. Oh no, Replica, why? Yes, Master Chief, 100%. And that will come. That will be a project that I will work on. Is the actual control loading is what I'm actually going to put on it. Oh, Replica, good for you. Well done. Congratulations, bud. That's incredible. Yeah, I would have puked for sure, Solo. It was bad takeoff. It really, really was. I wasn't paying attention that I had a 28 knot tailwind. That sucked. Oh, you're gonna lock yourself in the PC room? Uh-oh. Your girl really gonna be mad at you. I'm doing really good with the smoking thing. I'm doing as good as I never expected that I would do as good as I am right now, but I'm doing pretty good. And actually I just realized the direction that we were coming in, and I think I'm actually going to change the transition to Kiever.
Top of descent.
That's going to change things up. We're now at top of descent. We're going to bring that down. We're canceling the hold. We're going direct to Kiever, and then after Kiever, we're going straight in on runway 13. And what have we got? KingAir 8 Alpha Kilo, we're going over to the CTAF 122.8 for Glasgow. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 38 Alpha Kilo, we're out of 260 for 2600. Flying straight in RNAV, runway 12, full stop, Glasgow. Speakers, right now I'm just running my headset right now, but I've got a subwoofer and speakers above my head. If I quit, it's more money for computer stuff. That's funny. Stay strong. I'm trying. It's working real good so far. I thought it would be a lot worse than what it is, but it's not that bad. I haven't given it up completely there, but I was smoking like 36 a day, and I'm down to like 5 a day. So that's not too bad. It's the people that work in the mine, Armchair Aviator, when they get stuck underground or there's a big ass fire that occurs underground, somebody got to go and pull the people out of there that are trapped, and somebody got to go there and put the fires out, because you can't exactly send a regular fireman 5,000 feet underground to go put out a fire. No, C. Patel, I just got a little, I can't even think of the name of it. It's a 3018 or something like that off Amazon. And it does basically a foot by 7 inches. It's pretty good. It does what I need it to do. It's just a little wee one, but it's pretty good. No, Solo, that's placer gold mining. When you dig it and blast it, we load, blast, and muck it out. You go and drill holes in rock, stuff it full of ANFO, and you blow this shit up. It's awesome. Yeah, it's small, for sure it is, but for doing panels, what more do you need?
Glasgow traffic, number 54 Delta Charlie just crossed at G. We'll be making our turn in for final for 12.
Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo, we're 7 miles out of Kiever in the RNAV 12, full stop, Glasgow. Yeah, except Solo, I'm not in Merca. All right, the turbulence has subsided, which is great. Those are all up. We'll go ahead and put the auto feather and the auto ignition on. I mean, I fly on VATSIM as well, but right now I'm on POSCON, and I'm also controlling on POSCON. And I think I have a lot of really awesome hopes for the POSCON network, and I think it's going to end up being my final choice. Once everything is up and running full tilt, I think, and out of the beta stage and open for all, I think POSCON Network's probably going to be my favorite going forwards. I am a Leaf fan. Yeah, I am wearing my RBK hockey jersey. Oh, you like Crybaby Crosby? I'm not a Crybaby Crosby fan. All right, our current meets are, let's check that out. We've got 3002 on the altimeter. 3002. Oh, you're a Hurricane fan. That's funny. Just jelly because he's arguably still the best player in the league. Sure he is. That's why nobody's allowed to body check him or anything, and he doesn't fight, he just runs away. Just a joke, just a joke. Everybody's entitled to their own favorite players. Mr. Dane Flats. How are you, sir? Good to see you. You are the man, Mr. Dane Flats. You and Sim Caesar got a mono dude thing going on with the big show. You were doing some flying on Friday night. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, probably is, Dane. Pretty close anyway.
Glasgow traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is on final for 1-2.
Oh, you're very welcome, Dane. You deserve it. Actually, it's about 210 degrees, Eli. It's about 210 degrees. It goes past my window by about a foot. But Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 doesn't support that much. So, you know, we have to make the best as what we can. I'm supposed to be at CTAD at 4,000. It's going to be awfully close. I'm a little high. I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl. We'll see how it goes. We may have to go out to watch it. I'm not 100% sure. There's 10,000 feet. Landing lights are coming on. Auto feather, auto ignition. Bleeds and blowers are good. Seatbelt signs are still on. Let's do the descent checklist. Pressurization is set. Cabin altitude is set. Rate control is as desired. Windshield anti-ice is on. Left and right fuel vent heat is on. Stall warning heat is on. Wing ice lights are not required right now. Alternate static doors is still not required. Service DI switch is not required at this time. Cabin signs are on. Windshield anti-ice, brake de-ice. We'll put the brake de-ice on. Cabin equipment is positions. All seats are in their full upright position. Lateral tracking, we don't have them. Tables are stowed. High definition monitors are put away. We're going to put in the approach speeds, and that'll just about do that. VREF is in there. Guys, get your predictions in. That's what you need. All right, autopilot's going off. And I've got that other aircraft just in front of me, so I'm going to do one more orbit. I'll give him some space. We need to descend a little bit more anyways, so we'll just do a really nice orbit around to the right here. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're about 5 miles from CTAD. Doing a right-hand orbit, then a full stop, runway 12, Glasgow.
Glasgow traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is on a 3-mile final for 12.
All right.
November 805 at the uniform is 15 miles to the southwest out of 9,500 feet. We'll be joining the downwind right for the visual. Runway 12 at 11.
What a beautiful evening for flying, folks. Beautiful evening for flying. Look, Dane Flats, look. Look, Dane Flats, look. Dane Flats, look, Dane Flats, look. Look, Dane Flats, look. That's awesome. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 at Alpha Kilo, 3.5 miles from CTAD, inbound on the runway 12 visual, full stop, Glasgow. All right, gears coming down, folks. Reptile Life 55, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, get those predictions in. All right, landing lights are on, blades and blowers, seatbelt signs are on, flaps are at 1, gears down 3 green. We'll keep the speed up here a little bit, and then we'll go to the second notch of flaps. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 at Alpha Kilo on a 5-mile final, runway 12, full stop, Glasgow.
Glasgow traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie is clear of the active 12.
Clear of conflict.
And 5 at the uniform has the KingAir on final in sight, and we'll follow number 3 for landing.
Yep, you can do that in the Discord. AWAXy, you can do that in the Discord. There's a spot for stream suggestions. You can jam them in there. All right, let's bring the speed back. We don't need to be doing 190 knots anymore.
1,000.
We're a little low. 2 white, 2 red.
Glasgow traffic, November 54 Delta Charlie's backtrack E8 to Charlie.
Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 at Alpha Kilo. We're on a 2.5 mile final, runway 12, full stop, Glasgow. Sun's kind of behind us. It makes it a little dark. Makes it a little dark. 122 at VREF.
500. 400. Sink rate. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20, 10.
Was a little harder than I would have liked it to have been. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're exiting the active 1-2 Glasgow. I was sure there was a taxiway there. Kind of hard to see. Where's my chart? Oh, there is none.
Glasgow traffic, November 805, Delta Uniform, 5 mile final, runway 12 left.
We'll just hide out here. There's a little stop and Z. Oh, wait, is there a taxiway here? There isn't on the chart. There is not on the chart. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights are on. Strobe lights are off. Oh, it's just a hold position. So we'll spin around and then we'll backtrack after the fact. Hey, taxi light switch. All right, let's spin around and watch Master Chief land. All right, turn our taxi lights off so that we don't disturb him. We'll give you guys the front view. There is no, we'll have to back taxi 1-2 after Master Chief lands. It's because reptile life, it is real, dude. Actually, it was close. It was a big gas-powered saw, but same idea. Who won, guys? Who won the landing rate? It felt a little hard. Minus 135? Well, I guess it could be worse.
It was Armchair Aviator.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Well done, Armchair Aviator. Your friendly neighborhood armchair. Master Chief just about to touch down. Well, because Reptile Life, it was a real airplane. I've just interfaced it to Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Master Chief in the KingAir. And Master Chief, we're going to have to backtrack 1-2. So whenever you're ready, you can spin around. Or you can come down here. There is a turnaround. It's just not very big.
Yeah, you'll have to backtrack 1-2 and then backtrack 8 over to Charlie.
Yeah, it is a bit of a joke.
Okay, roger that. I'll spin it around right here.
All right. Parking brake is off. Taxi lights going back on. And away we go. Flaps are up. Glasgow traffic, KingAir November 30 Alpha Kilo. We're backtracking 1-8 Glasgow. Strobes are going back on. Landing lights are going on. Now I have the turnaround song playing in my head. The Ace of Base, Don't Turn Around? Or is that another one that you're going to put in your head? Don't turn around, because you're going to see my heart breaking. Don't turn around. Is that what you're thinking about?
Right now.
I'm what?
You're lagging right now.
I'm lagging right now? I have absolutely no idea why that did. No,
Yeah,
it was buffering, Cyberwolf. It was buffering for everybody. Scotty Tahati gifting a tier 1 sub to Mr. Dane Flats. That's 100 gift subs in the channel. That's lucky 100. I don't believe it. Scotty Tahati, 100 gift subs for this channel. Dude, you are amazing. Thank you so much, dude. Armchair Aviator, the refresh rate on the aircraft is like 25 hertz. The audio is way better, especially with the terrain and obstacle blocking. I really, really like the way the audio is. Glasgow traffic, King Air November 38 Alpha Kilo. We're backtracking runway 18 Glasgow.
8.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you're frozen up.
Really? I've got the stream running on my computer.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm watching the stream and it's still moving. I'm not sure because it's not even chugging here. I don't know what would cause it to actually start doing that.
I think it's drone whenever he gets close to you.
Maybe. Which POSCON? There is no answer for that. With something in beta, the testing is coming along. I'm doing air traffic control. Like if you look at the VODs, I did an ATC session this morning for 4 hours. It was really good. Not very busy, but it's beta test, right? We've just invite only. All I can say is get your ass to register at POSCON.net. And if you register, then you can be selected to take part in the beta. And if you don't register, you'll never be selected. It's pretty simple. When does Elon Musk, here's a good question for you, Armchair Aviator. When does Elon Musk expect to launch SN10? When is it going to be ready to go? Or when is the Starliner actually going to land on the launch pad? We don't know. They're just testing, and unfortunately that takes time. Their website doesn't say much, but the Discord says lots, dude. POSCON.net. I'm going to turn around and face these kind, wonderful gentlemen. At least I'm going to try. Spin around here on the grass. All right. Parking brake. Well, the model matching is just client side. That's on your own side. That's why they don't inject model matching. Nobody does. Not even VATSIM does that. All right, recogs are off. The fuel vent heat are off. Prop heat is off. Windshield anti-ice and pitot heat is off. Auto feather, auto ignition, bleeds and blowers. Flaps are all the way up. Generator 1's going off. Beacon light prop sync TCAS is off. Gen 2 is off. And fuel pressure is all down and off. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. You guys are all incredible. You guys, I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us. Big special, amazing shout out to Ozzy in Space and the other two amazing raids that Digital Engineer did, and the other kind gentleman. I can't thank you guys enough for the amazing support you guys give the channel. Replica Gaming for the... Sorry, Disavowed?
Mesnek.
Yeah, Mesnek, that's what it was. Replica Gaming for the $10 donation, guys. The bits, everything you guys do to support the channel is absolutely incredible. We're definitely going to be doing this again. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I have to do something Super Bowl or not, but I will keep you posted in the Discord if we're going to stream or not stream. If you guys see a stream flight plan in there, then you know we're good to go. Other than that, we're going to catch you all later. Disavowed, do you have someone special that we're going to send these wonderful people over to?
Yeah, we're going to jump over to see Canadian Captain Moustache.
Ooh, Canadian Captain Moustache. It sounds good to me. Big shout out to Master Chief Pilot Drove Flyer. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out with us, and Disavowed and Commander Solo for being in the chat. Moderating as wonderful as same as Scotty Too Hottie, who reached 100 gift subs. Absolutely crazy. You guys are all awesome. Armchair Aviator, thank you for being here and keeping the conversation going. Each and every one of you. I can't even mention all your names because you guys are all amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Dane Flats, we'll see you soon. We'll catch us all later. Until then, November 38 Alpha Kilo, cockpitbuilders.com. We'll see you later. Everybody have a good night. Catch you later, folks.